It's three guys who combined to play 15 seasons in the National Football League trenches. Well, two guys. And Mackey, who didn't do shit. This is the O-Line Committee.
All right, Jay. Let's break down some film here. We have a lot of excited Chicago Bears fans because a few days ago, Caleb Williams looked like he was supposed to look operating this new Ben Johnson offense. Granted, against the Bills' second-team defense in a preseason game.
Semantics.
But it's a step in the right direction for the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want to see from a preseason game when you are going against the twos, right? Whenever there's that discrepancy of the ones versus the twos, you should beat the crap out of a two defense no matter what all the time. I think the more exciting part was just the fact that this offense looked functionable. Like, last year it was in dysfunction all the time, and we broke that down plenty, right? But this time it looked like it was on schedule. It looked like it was an operational, and Caleb Williams looked like he can operate whatever machine Ben Johnson has built around him.
Yeah. Well, let's roll some of this here. And by the way, if maybe you're a Bears fan, or maybe you just talk about the trenches, click that like button, the subscribe button here on the O-Line Committee YouTube channel. And right now we're dropping weekly podcasts because it's the off season still, but soon we are ramping up to multiple episodes a week here. So check us out if you haven't already. Click that like button, the subscribe button. And then Alex Boone would normally be here too, but he's not. So we have to ding him. Let's see here. We didn't even technically invite him to this because we figured, I don't know, he's impossible to corral.
It's post 1 o'clock on a weekday. Yeah, he's toast.
So, all right, let's roll this. Let's look at, this is the 93, 92-yard touchdown drive led by Caleb Williams against the Buffalo Bills second-team defense. I've got both angles on this, so I'm just going to roll this, and you can tell us what's happening.
Yeah, you got a little doubles right. Technically, motion. First of all, Ben Johnson, he loves his motion, right? So now you're in a perfectly balanced set, right? Perfectly balanced, come out, high completion percentage throw. Yeah, that's a great, because backed up, you're anticipating them to run the football, try and get that first down, right? So they're lined up in base defense here. They've got two tight ends on the field, 12 personnel. They motion back, then pause it right before you go here, right before when he gets on the other side. So pause there, right? So this is a set that we watch the Lions have all the time, which is a perfectly balanced set. You're now in 2x2 on both sides. You've got a tight end and receiver there, and a tight end and receiver there. And this is where, in the run game, when it's not a bootleg, this is where Ben Johnson's going to give Caleb Williams free reign to pick the numbers side, right? Depending on if it's an inside zone, outside zone, gap scheme play, when you're in a good balanced formation like this, Caleb can opposite, he can kill, he can pick which way he wants that run scheme to go. And that's a scary thing for a defense because now you see the defense has to pick a side too, right? Which side is the numbers here, right? So then they do a great job. They do the sell job here. Linebackers bite. Does a nice job, and then just escape the tight end back through, roll Caleb out to his right, have him go, high completion percentage throw. Perfect. Good start to the drive.
This is, man, this just, if you didn't see the jersey colors or anything else and just ran this play with 11 anonymous jerseys on offense, this looks and feels like last year's Detroit Lions. Let's
Jared Goff.
Action,
Jared Goff faking to David Montgomery, rolling out,
Laporta coming through
and dropping it off to Laporta. That's exactly what this is.
Or you could swap that out with there's variations where it might be a wide receiver coming across, maybe the front of the defense.
Here's maybe a hot take, Mackey. The receiving core for the Chicago Bears might be better than the Detroit Lions. Like,
really?
Think about it. Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, right? They're comparable. You have Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Sam Laporta. I'm not sure which one you take there.
It's okay. It's if Rome Odunze had 700 yards as a rookie, and there's a there. If he takes a step forward, it's a game changer. DJ, the thing is, Amon-Ra St. Brown is the best of all the different weapons, but if you were to put DJ Moore in that Lions offense last year in place of Amon-Ra St. Brown, he puts up insane numbers.
100%. 100%. It's going to be interesting. It's a lot of fun toys for Ben Johnson to play with, right? So then you come back out, you go into a trip set, 3x1, right? Easy drop back foot, ball gone, right? And this is a great concept. Go all the way back to the top here. Look at look at this, the pressure. These are not check down routes by any stretch of the imagination. All three of these receivers are pushing 10 yards before they even get out of their breaks.
Yeah, look at that. They're all
right. Like there is no, like the only check down here is the running back getting out. All the rest of this, look at that. They're all pushing down the field. And now you've got to decide if this safety, this is exactly what Caleb sees. This safety over here on near to us, he cheats down to the one receiver side. Right. He starts down here. He bails out late. Right. So he bails out late to the one receiver side.
And he's got his back turned to the middle of the field, right?
Yep.
So
backfield to the middle of the field. And now Caleb knows, okay, my read is probably here is one. Boom, plant the foot. There's the void. Bang. Cover 2 shell. Hit it right in between the safeties.
Man.
That's a great throw.
On schedule. 2 plays. Bang, bang.
Now you're at the 45-yard line.
There's no pump fake running around for a half hour.
Nope. And look at the protection here. Protection's really good, right? We talked a lot about this Bears offensive line. Whole new interior. Again, it's the 2s. Say what you want. But that's a very clean pocket for Caleb Williams.
Watch the left side of the offensive line.
That's
here.
Joe Tooney, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Tooney set.
Bear.
Dude. Set, strike. I don't know if that's Tooney.
Either way.
Either way.
He met him.
Yeah, and that's a great throwing window, right? No pressure in his face.
Do you think, is this just like a preseason look here for Caleb?
I mean, that's good mechanics. That's good mechanics.
I mean, the socks, though.
I mean, yeah, you're going to get fined in the regular season if you decide to do that. So if you want to give away money, go ahead.
Look at that. That is
it's a dart.
That's what it's
absolute
supposed to look
dart.
like. So 2 plays from basically the 8-yard line to midfield. Bang, bang, 2 plays. Now
Come back out. Now you're in trips right again. Still, you're in 11 personnel, so you got 1 tight end in. And now it's the complete opposite. Now none of these routes, right? We just struck them down the field. Now we're just going to hit them with a quick passing game. Right? Hit him with a quick passing game. Again, pick your numbers. Where do you want to go? Here's the man coverage on this side. Whole open field over here. Right? One-on-one with, that's probably DJ Moore. I can't tell. Right? But if you've got a one-on-one matchup here, Caleb has to take advantage of those and say, hey, receiver, go win. Right? Gets his hips flipped. Boom. Puts his foot in the ground. Ball out. Technically, I think this ball's a little late. Right? If I'm being nitpicky, right? Caleb sees it right away, and we'll see it from the end zone angle.
Ball out here, hit him.
Ball out right now.
Shoulder.
Right, ball's out right now, hits him on the back shoulder because you allow this safety and this linebacker and this DB to break on this. Right, so this ball's just slightly late. Right, slightly late, but again, it's a really good know where you want to go with the ball. He pre-snap reads it. Right, he just looked over there, sees 42 push, gets the snap, boom, and just right there, ball needs to be gone. Just a little quicker. Right, a little quicker, get that ball out and allow DJ Moore again. Yeah, that's DJ Moore to try and get the ball in his hands faster with more separation before that DB can close.
Mm-hmm. It's still a win, though. I mean, it's only like a 5-yard gain, but the amount of just chaos and sacks and pre-snap stuff last year.
Here's the LA Rams special, the bunch. Right, this tight bunch. Right, this tight trips bunch over here. This is nightmare fuel for the DBs trying to sort this whole mess out. If this is a pass. Nope. It's a run. Flags.
And there was a flag in there somewhere.
But look at the way hold on, before you go to the end zone, go back to the top. Look at the way the right side of this offensive line displaces the line of scrimmage, right? So the ball's right on call it the 50. Right? Watch this right side of Jonah Jackson and Darnell Wright just cave this whole thing down, right? Which allows for the cutback.
Oh.
Right? Boom, boom.
Look at that.
That's a beautiful thing. I mean, new line of scrimmage has been established at the 45 plus of the Bills, and that's a good cutback, and then boom, right there to the unblocked player. That's a first down if it's not a holding penalty. They get someone, I'm sure.
Let's get you the end zone here.
Yeah, and look at that.
Right there.
Right there.
That's the hold, I think. Think. Pretty sure.
Yep. But again, that's a great job of just displacing and moving the defensive lineman and creating a new line of scrimmage. That's what Darnell Wright. Yeah, that's not Joe Tooney on the left.
So we're backed up here now. It's 15 yards to go for a first down.
Yep. 3-by-1. So this is a fun formation. It's a 1-by-3 technically, where you have 3 receivers.
Bang.
I mean, he knows how to scheme them up.
So easy.
He knows how to scheme them up. Right? Ben Johnson knows what he's doing here. Right? He checks it. He moves his back over here.
So why is he doing that?
Because there's more danger over here. Right? So depending on which way the offensive line is supposed to be going. So with a 1x3 set, technically the offensive line would be sliding to their right? So the point would be over here to 44. Now 42 as he checks over here, right? So he's just basically telling the back, hey, you have 43, right? Offensive line will cover 42, 44. You have 43 back here because there's more danger.
So 43 bails.
See, he checks 43, and then he can get out now, right? And he gets out. If you go to the wide one more time, he also wants him to be over here to the one tight end side because he can be a security blanket, not running out this way to get into the mess that's over here. There's a lot more space over here on the top of the field because there's only one receiver up there, and it's your tight end, right? And if you just do a quick numbers count, you know that this safety down here, since this linebacker pushed, he's going to have to come up and cover the back.
Okay, so he's coming up, and that opens up. Okay, boom,
and that opens it up, right? So you want to escape. You want to escape the back out, right? Because stop right here. Right, so really easy here is you do your number count, right? So you start your left. So this tight end has man coverage with the corner, right, up at the top of your screen, right? So there's one. He's covered by the DB over the top of him. Well, now once he moved this running back over to his left, someone has to be responsible for him.
And that's this guy right here.
Yep. And when this linebacker pushed over to our right, he knew, or I hope he knew, that this linebacker standing on the C is not going to be the one that covers the back.
Yeah.
Right. And so he knows this safety is going to be the one covering the back. So he knows that if the back can get out, that's going to leave the void in the middle of the field.
And then we get a nice little pitch and catch here.
Yeah, because watch the safety come up here. Right. Just strictly out of numbers, as soon as this back releases, someone's got to cover him. Bang. There it is.
Look at that, man.
Yeah. That's a really good job when he moves him over and you see 42 pointing like, hey, that's not my guy anymore. And 42 bumps in. You're saying DeMar Hamlin, you have to cover the back.
It seemed
he splits them right there.
I might be oversimplifying here, but when you watch a Ben Johnson offense, and the same can be applied to like just some of the brightest offensive minds, McVay on a different level, even Kevin O'Connell, Vikings. I know.
You tried. You tried so hard to think of someone else besides Kevin
LaFleur.
O'Connell. You were like Kevin O'Connell.
I almost named him before Sean McVay.
I know you did. You caught yourself. Been the ultimate. I would have absolutely.
I showed restraint there.
You
for
did.
God's sakes.
You did.
But they're giving, and they talk about this, giving answers to the test, so that you are driving what's going to happen with the football. And man, like especially last year with the Eberflus infrastructure. It felt like, and he was also a rookie trying to absorb NFL speed for the first time. But how often did it feel like Caleb Williams walked up to the line of scrimmage and he knew exactly what was going to happen?
No.
It's like a lot of times it was the ball is snapped and he's figuring it out. It felt like on the fly, right?
Yes. And that's part of what the Ben Johnson offense is to give you pre-snap reads where you should know where to go with the football beforehand. Saw this play 100 times. This is just split zone. It's as simple as you get. Again, just to pause it real fast. You're in that wing set here where you're balanced, right? So see, you can go either way with this run, whichever way, right? So it's either alert to this 3 technique, alert to the shade. Hey, this safety's down, that safety's down. Which way do we want to go? He can pick it, right? So he wants to run.
Oops, sorry, hold on. My bad. Let's go here. I blame the technology, but let's face it, it's probably my fault.
This is not the same play. We missed one. We missed the run play.
There we go.
Come on. It's our first one. We'll get there. There we go. Right. So again, he's alerting where he wants to push the point. Right. So 29 is the point. He's saying, okay, you guys go to 29. This backside double team is going to go to 44. We're going to bring the tight end across and cut 56. And the tight end's going to arc release for 42.
And 44 is following tight end out of the play, basically.
Yep. Boom. Darnell Wright smacks him. And then with all those linebackers rocking back, which is what happens with split zone. So when split zone, and when I say split zone, it's front side, so we're running zone to the left, and this tight end is splitting. He's crossing back, right? Well, when he crosses back like this, new gaps are created, which creates the linebackers to have to rock back a gap. That's where if you can have good push on the front side here, 29 runs himself out of the play. There's the hole. It's a really nice job by the back of reading, push it out the front side.
Love that. Yeah, this is, you can see the vision here. again, it's a preseason game
blueprint
against
is
a
there.
second team defense, but you can see the
blueprint
vision.
is there. Now we're in a single high look.
All right, this is where this is the one play on the drive where it's like,
But even
he
then,
still almost completes this pass. By the way,
this is the X factor, right? This is what Caleb needs to do every now and then, not be his go-to, which is what his go-to last year, right? Scramble, things are bad. Go back. I got to see who messes this up here.
So 3's coming down.
It's a tight box. I mean, it's a tight box. So they're ID'd. So pause. Right. Yep. So this is called a green dog. Right. So everyone's in man coverage. You see everyone pressed up here. The offensive line, the left guard and the center are responsible for 44. The backside guard and tackle are responsible for 42. And then the running back should have 3, in my opinion, here. Let's see how this plays out.
Okay. That's a long way to go.
So the left guard busts here. Right. So the left guard busts. See, watch him kind of step to 44, and then he kind of doesn't take anyone, right? Because technically here you need the running back to come over here and block Damar Hamlin, because this is a green dog. A green dog is when Damar Hamlin has the tight end in man. And so when the tight end blocks, he triggers. Mm-hmm. Right. And you have to anticipate that with a play like this, which is why they're ID'd the way they should. 65 busts, 35 tries to make it right, and then 3's the unblocked player. Right. So that's just in mental error. That's a mental error across the board by the left guard, and then the running back's just trying to make it right. But again, this is the kind of arm
almost
strength.
a huge chunk play still.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit short there, but yeah, that is
Almost.
That's why he's the number 1 overall pick right there. The
that-
ability
that's
to do that.
Yes, and that's what he has to be able to do, but not do all the time.
And by the way, Ben Johnson's watching that play thinking too, Jared Goff doesn't get out to the numbers or outside the hash and make that a close play.
Nope. Shiny new toys. Here's your 1-by-3 formation again. 3 receivers to the field, one tight end into the boundary. Puts a lot of stress. You're in 1 high again. Boom, back foot, ball gone. I mean, that's just a really good one-on-one rep, right? Who is that? Is that DJ Moore?
Look at this, man.
I don't even know who that is as a receiver.
14.
Yeah, not sure who that is. Good. Darnell Wright does a great job keeping the pocket. Look at that pocket. It's a clean pocket, right? Clean pocket. It's man coverage across the board. He sees it. He picks his best, which is this 24 on 14. 4-man rush. Braxton Jones does a great job. And he just threads the needle on a great win here. And then it's the little things. Go back. Watch Roma Dunze. Like, this is a play. So Roma Dunze is going to show up into the bottom of your screen here in a second. Right, number 15. Right, so he's coming through here. He looks back. He's not out of his break yet. Right, he looks here. He throws it. Rome turns around and sees he has the ball. Look at him throw his hand up like, oh, throw me the football, which makes this DB not. Right? See that little, like, he's throwing his hand up like, hey, I'm open. That DB can't come off, which allows then the one-on-one against Damar Hamlin.
Okay, do you think he knew? Or do you think he...
I do.
Do you think
I think I did. I think
he
he turned around and saw the ball was out of Caleb's hands.
Yeah.
Right? Watch when he throws his hand up as after he has already brought his head back to the quarterback.
Here, let's see this.
Just play it in real time. Right? Ball back. See, he sees it. He sees Caleb doesn't have the football. He probably out of the corner of his eye sees that he has the football right there.
Yeah.
And then watch the hand come up.
Look at the
That's and that makes the DB. That makes the DB not be able to come off on that.
Love that.
It's a great heady play by a young player.
Bear down, Chicago Bears. Okay.
I mean, I felt like we broke down so much Detroit Lions film last year because it was so glorious. That's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we've also broken down a lot of Bears film the last 2 years,
which has not looked like
different
that.
reasons.
Yeah. It's a different glorious there.
So yeah, if you enjoy these film breakdowns, or if you're a Bears fan and you're feeling good about what you saw, especially on that drive, welcome into the O-line committee. Jeremiah Sirles, Alex Boone, usually part of these breakdowns, decade and a half in the NFL trenches. And let us know in the comment section too, what other players or teams or themes would you like to see these guys break down as the season approaches, or even like early parts of the season? What do you want us to keep our eye on? And then the podcast too. Check that out. It'll be ramping up to 2-3 times a week here once we get into the actual season. So good stuff, man. Jeremiah Sirles. Oh, that's my new alarm every morning, by the way. Just dun da 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 dum.
It's time. It's time for football.
You damn right it is. This is the O-line committee. See you guys.